rappers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come and stretch.
All right, what it is? It's your boys Deuce, Steady, and LaQuiv, reported with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key. What's up? What's up?
What's up?
Happy Friday.
Get this money. Stop playing with me. Get this money. Y'all gonna start making me throw money in the air. Get this money. Episode 7. I already see people on there. They commenting. You know, make sure you join in line to get that 250, that 250, that 250. You know, let's go on and get cracking because we got a lot for this evening.
Let's get into that I told you so segment. We got a lot of I told you so's.
You already know we always go from that first night. So that's Thursday. You got the Nets versus the Blazers. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing to talk about that. Then you got the Spurs versus the Kings. And the Kings were the victors over the Spurs. So me and Big Brother Teddy will lead that told you so against Quill. You go ahead and take that one, Teddy.
I find it funny that Jake went against the Kings when Jake was the one that was advocating, saying how the Kings got hoopers and how they balling.
Facts. But you know
what? Jake been saying that all season. The Kings got hoopers and they balling.
But Quill always said, you know, when you're going against Popovich, he's such a great coach that Popovich can coach his team until he can will his team to a win. That's why he be going with the Spurs. But I already knew the Kings, especially, they beat us. You know what I'm saying? I already knew the Kings was gonna do that one. You know what I'm saying? And like Quill been saying, the Kings got ballers. They got ballers. They out there balling. They making it happen. So that's too easy. Next we got, you know, the Pistons versus the Clippers. We ain't got much to say on that one. We all knew the Clippers was gonna win that one. Now we get into Friday. Let me see. The first told you so be the Bucks versus 76ers. 76ers won that one. Teddy was the only one that went with them. Go ahead and lead the way.
Bucks been in kind of a little slump, and the freaking Embiid is a monster. 32, 11 or something like that, and 8 assists. Embiid is on a whole nother game plan right now. As of right now, currently outside of Steph Curry, the best player in the NBA right now. The way he playing this last 2 weeks, so can't go against him right now. That boy fire. Plus his other boys is in double digits too. Yeah, 5 other guys in double digits. And then the Bucks just missed out on free throws, so that was lucky. We'll keep it pushing though.
All right. That's your told you for that one. Next, I told you it was the Magic versus the Bulls. Quail was the only one with the Magic. Go ahead. Hey, let's go ahead and welcome my boy that told you because he ain't been able to talk yet. Go and get it.
Oh yeah, they playing Bobo and they playing Mo Bamba, along with playing Wendell Carter, who always he right now in the top 25 in rebounding. Yeah, so he got 7 foot, 6'10", 6'10". When that boy get back, they gonna be a nice team. All they big men skilled as hell. So I'm always go with the young boys. I like them young boys. Bobo, Mo Bamba, Wendell Carter. Whenever Paolo get back, he's 6'10" as well. Franz Wagner. They got some long athletes. That's good. That's really good over there.
Good. They got out rebounded.
Hey,
still that game.
Hey, you let him have his told you so. He don't have too many of them.
They got a lot of people that shoot a lot of shots. They miss a lot of jumpers. Other team get rebounds, but they miss. They
you ain't gotta explain yourself.
Yeah, what they length.
I'll let you have it.
They make it hard to make a lot of shots too. So
let's get on.
All right, next we got the Pacers versus the Rockets. I'm gonna go ahead and lead the told you so with that one. Since the beginning of the season, Teddy been saying the Pacers has been their team. Teddy chose to make it personal. He knew he was supposed to go with the Pacers, but because the Rockets had just beat his team the night that we picked these, he chose to go with the Rockets. So I told you, Teddy, you've been preaching on it. I see what you saw. Them boys got offense. Next.
Let's hit up the Grizzlies and the Thunder.
All right, that's Quail and Teddy. Y'all get to tell me.
Go ahead, Quail. Give him a little something.
I don't know why he went with the Thunder. Grizzlies and boys. Even without Desmond. Ja still Ja. And tonight, Shea just didn't show up. He shot. If one thing he did do, he shot that thing. He still wasn't going in. It wasn't from lack of effort. So
It was a good game. They just got him on. I ain't gonna even speak much on my game because the Nuggets and the Mavericks. The Nuggets ain't had their
you
two
had
best
moved
players.
on to the next one. All right, yeah.
They ain't had their two best players, so I'm not gonna even speak much on it. Luka got a triple double. That's normal for him, ain't that right, Jake? Normal for him. So you don't got your two best players, and then we got the best second, third best player in the league right now playing. Yeah, it's an easy win.
All right. Well, that sums up the Told You segment. Now let's go ahead and move into this wrong call. Back to Thursday night game, wrong call. We all made the wrong call with the Blazers versus the Nets. We all made that wrong call. Right? So I'm going to say we made that wrong call because we just like the Nets ain't beating anybody. But you know what? You know what? Why you think the Nets won that game? I'm going to tell you why. Because Ben Simmons had finally showed up and he put Quail mind at ease. Quail went to sleep like
game.
He said
yeah.
Quail said yeah, like I told
he had a career game.
And it's crazy because Quail been telling us he said give that man time. Look what Ben Simmons did. You know what I'm saying? But he did what I say he gonna do. He fouled out. That's what he did. He fouled out. And they down there lost.
He had a career game.
Hey, tell him, Teddy.
Career high 15, career high 13.
Tell him.
All right, man. We it's cool.
All right. So wrong call. Jake, Queer. Go ahead and tell us why you got that wrong call on the Spurs.
Because of Pop. I'm always gonna pick when Pop be having the young boys going. I guess a team that some nights, the Kings, even though they can score the ball after coming off a night that they had with the Nets. You don't think that they're gonna come back and do it again? Show me twice.
Yeah.
Do it back to back to back to back. And they shut me up and did it again. So hey,
good.
Because it be the teams like the Spurs that'll come in and get you on the game.
True.
They'll come in on the game where you thinking it's just awesome. It's a game. Then now you done lost by 12.
Yep.
So, but nah, they handled their business.
All right. Next wrong call. We all had the wrong call, the Heat versus the Wizards. I'm going to go ahead and say we made the wrong call simply because we expected Butler and Adebayo to play. Neither one of them played by them sitting, and you already know they sitting because they playing against the Wizards. They're going to come up with whatever ailment. They're going to sit them to rest, and the Wizards came out and scraped by with a 1-point win. That's why we made the wrong call. Y'all got anything to add to that?
Nah.
All right. Next, we got the 76ers and the Bucks game. Quill, I'm gonna let you lead that one while we made the wrong call on the Bucks.
For me, I'm just gonna take Giannis over Embiid most nights. Even though Embiid came off 2 monstrous games, he had the beginning of the season where like he was gonna be inconsistent. So if he's done 2 games, in my head, you're not gonna do it 3, 4. You're not gonna keep it going. And it looked like, again, shut me up.
I would say tonight was a monstrous game. Those other 2 games, you got to add some more adjectives with that monstrous because those were just like historic, career games that you are not going to forget. Like when Curry erupted for 51 against the Knicks. That was when he first started that shooting frenzy, back when Melo was on the Knicks. You don't forget them type of games. But I would say this game came down to missed free throws. They shot nearly the same amount. The other team made 9 more free throws. They lost by 8. Came down to missed free throws. And then when Giannis went on that hiatus, he didn't come back the way he was before he left. So that's the other difference, But I think him not having the consistency of his other, co-stars is starting to wear on him. Now you're starting to see Giannis as human. So that's what we're getting down to, them missed free throws and Giannis being human, contrary to belief. All right, next we got the Bucks and the Magic. Teddy, we made the wrong call on that one. I'll let you lead that one.
The Bulls and the Magic?
Yeah. My bad. The Bulls and the Magic. My bad.
Made the wrong call. DeRozan had a nice game scoring wise, and she been in a slump, but the Magic boys was just consistent. The free throws is pretty much what wanted from in the 3-point shooting. You don't expect that from the Magic, so
I'm
not
say
3-point shooting like this. So wrong call.
Yeah, I say, I mean, when you only get 4 points from Levine, he go 1 for 14, you're going to lose that game for the most part. But the other thing is that the numbers are pretty much similar. 41 rebounds, 46 rebounds, 25 assists, 27 assists, 4 steals, 6 steals, 7 blocks, 11 blocks. 6 blocks, my bad. What it really came down to is the difference in 3-point shooting, where the Magic made 12 out of 28 and the Bulls made 5 out of 21. That's a 21-point difference from threes. That's how you lose this game. That big difference in the 3-point making. That's how you lose this game. So that's why we made the wrong call. On to the next one. The Pacers versus the Rockets. Y'all pick the Rockets. Go ahead and get to talking.
Man, look, I thought the Rockets was unbeatable from beating the best team in the NBA. So, wrong call. I love my Pacer boys though, but
Quail, can you take over, please?
It's just young. I thought the young boys was just gonna win. That's simple. I just thought the young boys was gonna come out and win. But one team here, 5 people double digits. Other people here 6.
Okay. That's why y'all made the wrong call. I had to cut him off because he was on that ludicrous. So the Thunder versus the Grizzlies, I made the wrong call. So why did I make the wrong call? Well, we talked about Desmond Bane and impacting him being out. We see it, right? That's why I made that call. And then the Thunder is another pretty much top to bottom defensive team. And Shea, SGA, been on a tear as of late. So I was riding with him. But the difference in this game, you look at it, Shea subpar, Ja subpar. The difference maker was Triple J showed up tonight. Triple J had 25 points, 12 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 blocks. That was the difference in this game. Because you look at everybody else, 16, 6, 19, 19 from the Memphis starters. You got 16, 10, 4, and 20 and 15 from the Thunder starters. So Triple J was the difference maker. That's how I'll end up being wrong in that game. All right, next, we got the Nuggets versus the Mavs. We're going to keep this one simple, sweet, simple, smooth. The Mavs got lucky. Jokic ended up in the health safety protocol.
And nothing to do with
Jamal
luck.
Murray.
It's just on them.
Jamal Murray ended up in the health and safety protocol. We've been talking about November 18th being the start of y'all hard games.
Aaron Gordon out.
Aaron Gordon? I don't know. I can find out. But either way it go, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ended up this the first game of y'all real tough, string of games, and y'all get off easy by them having their best 2 players out. So, Aaron Gordon was out due to illness, so they all in health and safety protocol.
And you gonna sit their asses down.
3 of their 4 starters. 3 of their 5 starters out.
Putting their noses in people's butts, getting pink eye. Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with us.
So next we got we all right for the Celtics.
That's it right there.
You got them last 3 games ongoing. So that right there, well, we can go ahead. Nah, we can't. We can come back to that Suns Jazz game because they got about a minute left. So we'll come back to that Suns Jazz game in about 2 minutes. But right now that concludes our Wrong Call Told You segment. Let's keep pushing.
Let's go on, talk about some KD. Y'all heard the comments he made.
Hey, can you go ahead and read them comments for me?
I gotta pull it up. No, I ain't gotta pull it up.
All right, I got it right here. All right, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Look at our starting lineup. Edmund Sumner, Royce O'Neal, Joe Harris, Nick Claxton, and me. It's not disrespect, but what are you expecting from that group? You expect us to win because I'm out there? KD. Those are his words. You are a strong Nets advocate, because you like Ben Simmons, Quill. You know what I'm saying? You are very supportive of Ben Simmons and his resiliency and his bounce back. You see Ben Simmons as a tennis ball, or we may see him as an egg, right? So I want to start with you. How do you feel about this, Quill?
I feel him.
You feel him? You fucks with that.
Yeah, I feel
Do
him.
you expect them to
Ben
win?
Simmons should have been in the starting lineup.
Do you expect them to win?
I expect them to win if Ben Simmons was not with that starting
No.
lineup.
What that? Do you expect them to win? Because
No,
regardless
not
what your
that.
starting lineup
Because
is, you know and I
if
know it's not about who
what I know
starts the
the Nets
game.
to have on their
We know
team
it's not about who
are
starts the
NBA
game.
starters that have been NBA starters and been successful elsewhere. We can overlook the fact that they still have Seth Curry still on their NBA roster. They still have Joe Harris still on their NBA roster.
They mentioned Joe
So
Harris.
even though they had Ben Simmons still on the NBA roster, he's coming back from injury, but so is Joe Harris coming back from injury. We watched Seth Curry. I don't know what he might be coming back from injury. But all these players are coming back from injury and trying to get reintegrated. And they're all NBA starters as they've been, but they all have gotten older. They all are just finding their way back into the game. So yeah, Sumner is your starting point guard. Right now, Kyrie not there. Yeah, Royce O'Neal got to play heavy minutes. Ben Simmons coming back from a knee injury. I always gonna say he's gonna get his rhythm back into playing because of the way he scores is an easy way to score. He's not turnaround jumpers. He's not cross step back pull-ups. He's catching the ball diving to the hoop. He's catching alley-oops. He's doing layups.
So you fucks with this.
So
and you say they
KD
should.
feeling. I mean, I don't fuck with him saying it. I don't fuck with him saying it publicly, but going into a meeting or approaching a team meeting, going to your
that's
coaches,
what we talking about. This ain't internal. This is what you release to the public, and you saying we not gonna win just because y'all got me.
But I remember Kobe saying the same thing. Y'all expecting me to win with Smush Parker? Like I remember Kobe saying the same. At some point, you get frustrated, and then they made the trade, got Paul Gasol in there. They made a trade. They made something happen because he was saying he was gonna lead the Lakers.
Okay.
So he was at a point. Kobe got mad too.
Okay.
Like at some point, you know what I'm saying, you get frustrated with watching Ed Sumner bring the ball up. You know what I'm saying? At some point.
All right, what you got, Teddy?
When he bring up that Kobe situation, it makes sense, but it's disrespectful as hell. Like,
yeah,
I don't say that because it's gonna bring turmoil into the locker room. You're going to have to force trades or force something, but in the meantime, y'all all standing there with your arms crossed, looking at each other, and it's just gonna make because they not playing team ball, so the chemistry gonna be messed up even more based off of what he said. Like, you don't say that stuff out loud. Not in this day and age of basketball. It's different.
Yeah.
Like, you don't say that. It's disrespectful.
It's kind of like the Jordan. It's like the Jordan Poole Draymond Green punch. You keep that in house, you can handle that differently. It gets out. Now you got to look. It does something to that situation. Bet. So what I say is, it's disrespectful. That right there is disrespectful because at the end of the day, they all in the NBA, right? They all can play some level of basketball. So when you're a name like KD, do I expect you to win? Fucking right, I expect you to win. How you think LeBron James in his early years with the Cavs? He was winning, right? When you talk about Kobe, I'm gonna get back to that Kobe part, but let's talk about other teams that won with just that person. I mean, you seen Giannis doing his thing. He didn't have his second sidekick, but you would say Giannis had more pieces. Okay, so then we can look at some other teams. What's some other teams we know? Let's think about the Brandon Jennings Bucks when they were winning, going to the playoffs, doing when LeBron James was running in the East. Brandon Jennings on the Bucks was winning, right? We could think of a lot of teams. Allen Iverson, when Aaron McGee and Eric Snow. Allen Iverson, barely 6 foot. He was winning. So do we expect you to win games? Yes. We didn't say we expect you to win a championship. So when you bring up Kobe was accomplished. Like Kobe had championships with that team. So when you see that team go from a championship caliber into whatever they had with Smush Parker, then yes, you can make that comment because Kobe stayed loyal to that team. He was there through the lows and then the highs and then went back to the lows. With KD, we ain't see that with him in the Nets. They had potential from the beginning, but it's been nothing but turmoil since the beginning, nothing but drama. So my thing is, I got it. You're frustrated. But do we expect you to win a game? Yes, we expect you to win a game. Nobody said go out and win a championship, KD. We said win a damn game. Y'all got your ass whooped. You let the Kings score 153. Like, come on. The reason Ben Simmons coming off the bench, KD, because your ass ain't doing nothing when he was starting. You about the reason he coming off the bench, because when he on the floor, you deferring. You like, hey, that's you. You get that rebound. But when he ain't on the court, now all of a sudden you getting 9 rebounds, 9 assists. Like, come on. So I say disrespectful. I say you damn right, KD. You one of the best players in the damn league. Make your damn money. Earn your damn money. Get out there and show that shit instead of fucking complaining, talking about y'all expect me to win. Yes, we expect you to win something. Not every game, but something. Shit.
You got at least all them other players when they got there by the end of the season, they at least had the same team all year. It's only been like 12 games.
I
He's had a different lineup most of.
But talking like
game.
that, you ain't gonna never have the same team.
That's what I'm
Talking
saying.
like that.
But you know what I'm saying is he at least had those bad players was his same team the whole year. Even if those were the bad players, that was his bad player for 82 games.
The people on those teams made it throughout the entire year.
That's what I'm saying. So
he ain't make it through
when he got traded here with Kyrie and they were waiting to see what team they were going before James even got here. I got traded here for this team to be built this way. And we made it here this way. Our coach has been the same coach the whole year.
LeBron.
He made it where with the same team.
No, what I'm saying is LeBron ain't saying nothing. And LeBron should really be winning games. So I'm just saying, when you're a face like that.
But LeBron do the same. LeBron did the same thing in his last year.
But LeBron having the worst season of his career.
Yeah, but LeBron do the same. Yeah, and LeBron has said the same. Just because he LeBron James and he has said it in a different way, he's still saying the same things.
Yeah, he need
to say it in a different way.
Yeah,
he may say, but he's still deferring to why he's not winning games. As to we don't have the team.
If KD was on the Warriors with Draymond, he'd have got scuffed up in the locker room that day. He got scuffed up. What you say? You expect what? Win these. Hey man, trade me, cuz. All right, let's go on.
Let's talk about y'all boys. We always talking about y'all boys. Y'all are 6-1 at home.
True.
About to be 7-1 on the and 0-8 on the road. Mm-hmm. Ain't that a first for y'all since the big three?
Hey, this is horrendous. I mean, like
I don't know. That's why I'm asking y'all to take the lead on.
I would have to do my research. This is like, because when you see us at home, it's so different. It's night and day. When we at home, we like, oh yeah, we champions. When we away, we like, what the hell are we doing? It's kind of hard to tell, Quill. Do you know? Because I don't know. This is so really weird.
Being able to close the door, being able to keep a lead, close the door, and play defense. One thing that we've always been good at, even though we've always been one of the best offensive teams, we're always a great defensive team.
Number 2 last year. I remember some of the years we were number 1.
Our defense is masked because our offense is so good. So everybody always talk about y'all only win because, but really, we're one of the best defensive teams. We are nowhere near stopping. We can't. When we lose games, every team scores 125. Even the games that we win, the teams are still scoring.
We're 27th. We're 27th in the league for defense.
Well, we've been number 1. Even on bad years, we've been great with our defensive rotations.
I mean,
players that come in having the same length of players. Certain Gary Payton, it's certain. Even I'll take Juan Toscano back right now. Go guard somebody.
But the thing is how we string together things. And it's really because we're trying to get these people cemented in their roles. And you're going to see it start to make sense. Like, that's what we're hopeful for. It's going to start to make sense at a certain point. So when you see, like, games like tonight, you're like, all right, it's making sense. But Jermichael Green looked so damn horrible last. Well, I was like, kick that man out the team. He looked so horrible last game. Like, you seeing so many people on that team lack effort, lack dedication, lack skill, lack IQ, and points throughout the game. And I'm like, what are we watching right now? Like, when we're on the road, I'm like, what are we doing? It's at points where I'm like, Kurt, are you trying to win the game or are you trying to develop? Because it's like you trying to. I think he's prioritizing developing over winning, because it'd be times I'd be like, why is he still in the game? Like, get that man out of the game. The other night when Jordan Poole was, you know how many games I watched and in the fourth quarter Jordan Poole ain't in the game? I'm like, what the hell going on? What's going on right now?
It's definitely our defense, because y'all are leading the league in assists per game right now. And y'all top 5 in scoring.
I mean, then you got Curry averaging over 30. He averaging over 30. He's shooting 50% or better from the field, 40% or better from the three, 90% or better from the free throw line. Like, come on.
He having one of his best years ever in the NBA.
He dropped 50 and we lose.
Mm-hmm.
People want to blame it on Clay. You tell me what year Clay had a slow start.
But you got to know, at every other year when it was the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson was the second best shooter in the NBA.
It was.
Klay Thompson, when they said his name, it was said as, but you got to watch out for Klay too. Like, Steph going to do for Klay, but Klay ain't, people don't even say Klay name.
But I'm saying, even when he was the second best shooter.
Even when he had bad starts,
we all know.
His bad starts was him going to 14, 15 points a game.
But we seen what he'd go through and miss 14 threes in a game and make one. So
he still would have 15 that game. Him having 15 and 19 is like, oh, he
that's what he averaged now.
Yeah, it's like his bad games now is what he do. That's a decent game for Klay.
Yeah.
Like right now, he got 11. He scored 11 in the first. I imagine that he might end the game with 11.
Wouldn't be shocked.
What we seen from Klay may be all we see from Klay. That might be it. Yeah. Klay might end the game with 11. Steph got 8 right now. He might end the game with 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and it might be a close game because everybody on our team that Wiggins got 15. He might be done for the night. Klay got 11. He might be done for the. So it means like the whole second half might be all Steph. And we might be in a close game now because nobody gonna come. They done everything.
Yeah.
Best for you guys. Let's talk about Jae Crowder just for a hot second.
So Jae Crowder pulled his best Iggy impersonation, and then I found out Jae Crowder don't want to be with the Suns no more. Because I was just like watching the game and somebody mentioned it was about a month and a half ago, and I was like, oh, I thought he had like some family issues, baby born, or just something, out of the ordinary. Nah, they say he ain't report. So, and he requested a trade. I'll take him. Give me Jae Crowder. Get a Warriors Jae Crowder. I'll take him. But it looked like they mentioned something about the Heat. They mentioned something about the Heat, but I'll take him. Shit, put a nice ass deal together. Give up Kuminga. Everybody like Kuminga. Give up Kuminga. Hell, give up Wiseman. Give up Kuminga. Give up Wiseman. Give up JaMychal Green. Give up a draft pick.
Expendable right now.
And give me
you might be able to get Wiseman.
Last year we was like we used to say, so who would you want to give up? Otto Porter or Gil? We didn't want to give up nobody this year. All of them give up the line for one person.
Anthony Lamb, you've been good thus far. Go. Nah, I'm playing. Yeah, that's where he at though. Short and sweet. That's what he.
Give us back at least. Just give us back our bench from last year. That's all I don't even care about.
Y'all didn't want to pay them.
Just give us back them.
Y'all didn't want to pay them.
And then we paid Jordan Poole just for him to sit on the bench.
Y'all want to pay Jordan Poole and Wiggins. But you know what? Let's talk about the lead for the MVP and the Rookie of the Year.
All right, so y'all seen that Rookie of the Year ladder updated. Mathurin is number 1. Why do y'all think Mathurin took over from Banchero?
Because he's hurt.
That's what I think. That's because he's hurt.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
But
we give him respect because Ivy could have taken over, or somebody else could have taken over. Mathurin took over because he's keeping his foot on that game.
Oh yeah,
he's decent. He's not bad.
Yeah,
but when you got that draft, you got that number 1 guy sitting at home right now. It's a whole different story. So give it
1 and 2.
Give it some time.
All right. So y'all seen the MVP ladder. Luka just took over. He number 1. I know that make you happy. Why do y'all think to
get this MVP before you?
Why do you think that's the case?
Well, it's easy. It's easy, and I'm gonna say this is because Giannis is in a slump right now. Giannis is playing not as high, and Luka.
That's true.
Doing what he doing, it just makes it easier. And the only reason that I say that they got Luka in there now is because Luka doing something that he normally don't do.
I would say
his defense is
Yeah,
showing
yeah.
up. The Dallas
And that's
Mavericks
why-
are number 2 in defense right now in the league, and Luka is number 2 in the NBA in steals. He's at the right place at the right time. He's not ripping
So-
people. He's just in the right place at the right time.
I would
So
say
you got-
Luka was able to take it because Giannis set. He got
There we go.
injured. That's why Luka was so out of sight, out of mind. Same thing. However, hold on. However, Luka was already we said it. Luka was already right there on his coattail. What kept Giannis above was his numbers were better and he plays both sides of the ball. When Giannis goes out of sight, out of mind, and Luka's balling, then you hit a game-winning shot like you did the other night when y'all had no hope in hell. Yeah, there you go, Luka. You'll get it for this week. Next week it'll be back to normal.
On paper, Luka playing both sides of the ball, and they just the Bucks is just losing right now. They started off 8-0, 9-0, whatever. Now they're losing, and we were losing, but now we're starting to win. Now the win that we got just now, I'm not going to take that from the Nuggets because that don't really count.
Yeah,
but when you got your boy throwing up triple doubles and getting steals and a block here and there. And they like, Luka don't play both sides of the ball. Now Luka's showing you that he's playing both sides of the ball.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, hey, why not?
Look, go on and take
why
it.
Why not?
Next.
And he lead the league in scoring. And he lead the league in scoring.
So the Cavs,
title.
The Cavs lost 4 games, lost 4 of the last games. Why do y'all think this is? Is it because they peaked?
Because they tired.
This is what it is?
Tired.
Or is this the standard? Or is this the standard motions of an 82 game series? 82 game season.
Tired.
And you got to think, 3 of those 4 losses were away. 1 was at home.
Yeah, they tired.
I think the other thing is now teams know what to expect from that team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we know what y'all look like because a lot of times when you just put a team together, you like they're gonna need a minute to gel. Like Quail was talking about the Nets, they need a minute to gel. A lot of times they need a minute to gel. So you go in like, all right, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Then when they get a good 1-2 punch, you like, all right, reality is set in. Then when you see like, oh, they really just hitting everybody. Okay, well then we need to go in with our A game. And I think, that's a part of it too. But I think it's the standard motions of an 82 games, season. Like that happens. You lose good games, you lose bad games. That's what happens, 82 games. So I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried about them one bit.
As long as they take care of business and beat the teams they supposed to beat, like tonight, beating the Hornets.
Even if you look in their last 4 games, they lost to teams they probably shouldn't have lost to. Because they were making a name for being one of the best teams in the league. Like maybe the 3rd or the 4th best team in the league, not in the East.
You getting Jared Allen back and getting him back healthy completely and back playing like he supposed to be playing. That's a recipe for getting your team back on track. He played 45 minutes tonight. Got you 20 and 12. With the other 2
monstrous jam.
41 and 34.
And a monstrous jam.
And Mitchell. Yeah. And then Evan Mobley, he a stud. So you got 4 studs over there. You just got to get them all moving and grooving. You got 2 little guys, then you got 2 monsters in the so they got a good balance.
All right. So next,
talk about Kawhi Leonard. What should we expect from this man?
Load management. You see what he did in his first game. That shit was horrendous. But even though he not just coming back, he just coming back from the recent one. The frustration with the knee. But I went through the stats, and his stats were so horrible. I thought he's a damn role player. I didn't even know he played. I had to go be like, where is Kawhi? And I went back. I was like, oh, Jesus. That boy gave me Nicholas Batum numbers.
You think it's something mental?
I don't think he know what to expect from himself right now.
No. Well, I'm saying
players want to play
a score, so when he get back in his lift, his pop and everything off his leg, and he feel more comfortable making his little cuts and everything, he'll be back more comfortable himself. You know what I'm saying? He just got to get out there and be able to trust himself. Like,
yeah,
I can move this way. I can jump this way. He'll be all right. Because he ain't really like a shifty person like that.
Hey, real quick, let's jump back in that wrong call. I told you segment. So y'all made the wrong call on the Suns versus the Jazz. I told y'all the Jazz are gonna win. The Jazz came out as a team, as a team that you should respect, and you should continue to respect them. The Suns have been losing to everybody, and they've been winning a few. So with that being said, the Suns not having Crowder, Cam Johnson, Chris Paul. I knew they was gonna lose to the Jazz, who has been outperforming a lot of teams, outperforming the expectations. Why'd y'all make the wrong call?
That was a good game.
It
I'm looking like, yeah, Malik Beasley, 27 from Malik Beasley. That's why my wrong call come from.
Oh yeah, off the
27 out of
bench.
Malik off the bench, nah. But shit, down there 50 out of Devin Booker.
Mm-hmm.
It's
But
a lot
the
of
bench,
people. It's a lot of people in
the bench ain't do
Phoenix that
shit.
don't want to be there. A lot of people in
That's
Phoenix
crazy.
don't want to be there.
Probably because all that stuff going on.
Well,
Talking about
I
what?
don't-
The
I'm
management.
Yeah, the
talking about
Management.
Because Jae Crowder don't want
Owners.
to be there. DeAndre Jordan don't want to be there. Campaign don't really want to be there.
You mean Aiden?
Yeah, I said DeAndre Ayton don't want to be there. Yeah, he don't want to be
All
there.
right.
So,
All right, let's go into these predictions. We got Saturday games. We got about 2 minutes to run through. Ain't got too many Saturdays. So we got the Raptors versus the Hawks. The Hawks at home. What y'all call?
I'm going with the Hawks at home.
I'm gonna go with the Hawks at
Siakam.
home. They 5-3 at home. Magic versus the Pacers. Pacers at home. What you call it,
Pacers.
Teddy?
I'm going with the
Pacers.
Pacers this time.
He going with the Magic.
I'm
Club
going
going
with
with the
Pacers
Magic.
at the house.
Okay, you going with the Pacers. Okay. Timberwolves 76ers. 76ers at home.
76ers.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to go Timberwolves. I'm gonna go Timberwolves on that one. I'm gonna do that one right there. Jazz versus the Trailblazers. Trailblazers at home. I'm going with D. Lil. That boy dangerous. He not gonna lose this one. You said who?
Jazz.
Jazz. Who you say?
I'm going with the Jazz.
Jazz.
Trust
All
Lord-
right.
and Laurie, I
Y'all
trust.
finna be featured on that wrong call. Spurs versus Clippers. Clippers at home.
Spurs.
I'm going to go with the Clips.
I'm gonna have to go with the Spurs.
Versus the coaches.
I'm gonna have to go against. I'm gonna have to go with the Spurs. All right, so now we into Sunday. Sunday's more jam packed. So we're gonna move through this one quickly. Knicks versus Suns. Suns at home. I'm going Suns.
I'll go with the Suns.
All right, Hornets versus the Wizards. Wizards at home. I'm going Wizards.
Wizards.
All right, Pistons versus the Kings. Kings at home. I'm going Kings. Jazz versus the Nets. Nets at home. I mean, Grizzlies versus the Nets. Nets at home. I'm going Grizzlies.
I'm going Nets, baby.
Grizzlies.
All right, that's the rematch. Heat versus the Cavs. Cavs at home. I'm going Cavs.
Yeah, Cavs.
Warriors versus the Rockets. Rockets at home. I'm going Warriors.
I'm going with the Rockets.
We're going to get our first road win. Nuggets versus the Mavs. Mavs at home. I'm going Mavs.
I'm
No
going
Jokic, no Murray.
He got that. Look.
Hey, I need my money in all
versus the
ones.
Lakers. Spurs versus the Lakers. Lakers at home.
I'm gonna go with the Spurs on that one.
I'm gonna go.
I'm
I'm gonna go Lakers. I'm gonna go Lakers. All right, so that's what y'all get for this episode. It's been your boy Teddy, Deuce and LaQuelle with the facts, opinions, and BS. Hope y'all enjoyed. You know, this top of the key y'all get at us. Make sure y'all get on the episode 7. Y'all got to the end of November. End of November the type of way.
I want my money in all quarters now.
That 250 done at the end of November. We pay up on Christmas.
I want my money in quarters.
That's how we doing it.
Yeah, I might still lose. No Jokic.
I want my
You pack shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn, you gon' get it back. These just my confessions. Stay in traffic, can't get picked off like no sitting duck. Keep one in the tuck. Wife be mad, but bet she still gon'